So, as you can probably tell, because you can read the title, I'm doing not really quick BTS discography series now. I'm getting into the BTS discography because I may or may not be seeing them in concert. Knock on wood, Ticketmaster's being weird. And fun fact, I do this in order because I want to start at the beginning of their discography, get to where I am now in their later discography. It just makes sense to go in order. But this isn't the first video that I'm filming. I actually did a whole video yesterday about their album Dark and Wild because I mistakenly thought that that was their first album. It is their fourth album. I completely messed that all up. And when you watch that, I will have a lot of words in there sort of over explaining this whole thing. And I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to have to go through it again. But basically, we're going to be listening to Too Cool for School, their actual first album, for the first time. I've in theory listened to a lot of BTS music, but I want to actually like get into it, read the lyrics, blah, 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 blah. You will get it. I don't need to explain myself a second time. Watch the Dark and Wild video when it comes out if you really want to get into it. But we're just going to start with the intro. Intro, Too Cool for School. Big hit exclusive. Fun. That's a cute intro. I really like that intro. Especially because, from what I understand, this early era, like their first era, was basically just sort of speaking out against authority, which I love. And this intro is basically just like, we are the voice for, you know, the youth. I love that for them. And I love an intro to an album. I think intros are underutilized. Like, who's doing an intro anymore? I love a fun intro, especially if it, like, is useful and smart and adds to the overall concept of the album. Same for interludes, and I think this album also has an interlude, so we'll hear that and judge it when we get to it. But the next song is We Are Bulletproof Part 2. Now, I absolutely fucking love this song. Of course I do. But I've never seen this music video, and I am beyond excited to watch it. That perm is really something, Namjoon. We are bulletproof. Yeah. I fucking love this song. This football gear is really a choice. I forget that they pull up their shirts. Because it's really something to watch them do that. Because first of all, they are children. That's already wild enough. But like the fact that they're not like really like ripped or anything because they're like 14. Go, everything I do. I love how they're really trying to market them as being like these bad boys, but they're just so young. I cannot take them seriously, especially when Namjoon looks like that. But I absolutely love this era because we get Yoongi in a skirt, and I think that's underappreciated, honestly. This is also Homie's era of wearing like a bandana under his snapbacks, and I don't understand why they chose to do this. I also just hate these outfits. I understand why they're putting in all like the gun like stock footage, but it just does not hit the way they think it does. Okay, dance break. Okay, homie. Okay, lead dancer. Oh, I love that move. I love Jimin just straight up jumping over him with that grace and finesse. It's a really good dance break. I'm pretty sure this is pre them going to LA and learning about real hip hop. Because it's just, it's really something. I get that's their debut like video, that's their debut everything, that's their debut. But if I saw that, I don't think I could. I don't think that watching that would have made me a fan of BTS. They've obviously come such a long way from this. But that video is something. It's not like horrible, but there's just really something about it. Something about everything about it. It just is like, it's not good. But like obviously Big Hit had like no money. Big Hit was really struggling. This was like, they didn't have a lot to work with. So they made it work and they made it into an empire, and I'm so proud of them. But like, if I saw this, if somebody was like, hey, listen to this new band that I just found out about, BTS, and they showed me that, nope. But when I was watching the Danger music video, when I accidentally watched Dark and Wild, I was like looking at Namjoon's hair and it was blonde, and I was like, I really had this thought in my head that I was like, I thought when he debuted he had his 4C hair. And they did. They did. That should have been my first red flag, to be like, this isn't their first album. But, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Now I'm going to be watching the lyric video so that I can actually understand what they're saying and understand the lyrics and appreciate the song. We are bulletproof. Now, after listening to the song and understanding the lyrics, I have to say that they have improved. They've improved so much. They've improved so much. Because this song is not as good as their later music, which is always the hope. The hope is always that you're getting better. But this song, it's not it. I like the chorus. I like the chorus. The chorus is good. Basically being like, you want to talk shit, but maybe talk shit when you've done what we've done. We're working hard. We're grinding in the studio. So when you can say that you've done that, maybe come back and talk to me. So they have some of that ego, but because it's like their literal debut, they don't really have any of those like accolades to like back it up like they do in their later music, which I really appreciate, where they have like a rightfully earned ego. But here they're just sort of, you know, they're talking a big game, but like, it's your debut. What do you have to show for it? It's not a bad song. I still absolutely love the song. But after getting a bit more into it, I'm like, you know, it's better when you don't understand the lyrics. The beat is fun though. The beat is fun. The music video is something. The melody is fun. The raps, they're a bit weak. The vocals, not 100% there. But it's literally their debut. So you really cannot, like, you can't knock on them too hard for it, because, you know, JK's what, 14, 13 here? It's fine. I still really love this song. What's the next one? Skit. Oh, I love their skits.
태양이 너 누굴 보였어? 저 3년간 색소폰 했었어요. 근데 왜 지금 안 해? 알겠습니다.
This close, oh my god, this close to crying, besties. This close. I don't know why that was just so sweet to listen to, because it's like, first of all, it's the storyline. It's the storyline of this era, of them being like sort of rebellious teenagers, because that's literally who they were at the time, basically. Like, joining Big Hit instead of one of like the big agencies like SM or JYP is sort of like rebelling against like the core of the K-pop industry in a way. That's sort of what Big Hit is and is about and is like founded on. But it's also like the conversation is literally just them getting to know each other, and like, it's so sweet. The fact that they did not know each other, that they started all of this as just like strangers, just trying to, you know, be musicians, trying to be performers, and now they're like a legitimate family who spends like all of their time together. That hits. It hits hard. It hits different. It's just so sweet. If I think about it too long, I will cry. Just the thought of them all just like literally at school, because they were like, wasn't all of the Maknae line like in high school at the time? Like, JK was in middle school or secondary school. And then like, I think Jin might have been the only person who had graduated. Like, they were all in school. So like, the idea of them like all being in school together and them all talking about their dreams, it just makes me so emotional. I love them so much. No More Dream. Oh, I'm so excited. If I wasn't gonna cry before. I love No More Dream. I fucking love this song so much. Not Jimin. Oh, they look so like, oh. I would actually be scared of Suga in this era, but everybody else, no. You're a baby! And not intimidating at all. But Yuki do be a little scary. We love Yuki in a skirt. I think we also need to remember that this is 2013. This is what was cool. Not a good time, you know? I hate Jimin lifting up his shirt in this song because first of all he's like what, 16, 17? Absolutely not, sir. But also just the way of his face, it just I do hate it. I hate these like printed clothes. It was very much in 2013, but I hate it. But they do the thing that I really like in this video where they buy like one full outfit and give like the top to one member and like the pants to another member so like they're matching. I think it's cute. Jimin, you are 17. Pull your shirt down. You are a child. This move is very cool. It's truly the simplest thing ever. But it's still so impressive every time I see it. Them just sort of like doing a whole rotation and then when they move it's a different member. It's just, I'm very easily impressed. This move is also very cool. The running across their backs, love it. Love to see it. I love how it says police in English. Yeah, that was something. I liked that music video more than We Are Bulletproof Part 2. I think that this music video was a lot more fun, maybe because it had like sets and people and a bunch of different like shots and stuff. And I think it was just like a better music video overall. If I'm reading the dates correctly, No More Dream, the music video came out before We Are Bulletproof, which would make No More Dream like their debut, their actual real first debut. And I think that would be a good debut. If somebody showed me that and they were like, this is BTS, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. I would stick around to watch it. We Are Bulletproof, nah. But No More Dream is great. No More Dream is amazing. But let's hear the lyrics. Let's understand the song. You see? Very, very, very good song. As I believe all BTS songs are very good. Except for We Are Bulletproof Part 2. That song, I don't know how I feel about that. But this is what I worry about with this era, is that they have a very strong message of believing in your dreams and chasing your dreams and not following the preset path, even if it's the safe one, to actually go for what you're passionate about. And if you've listened to any of my monthly ramblings, I'm at that crisis in my life. So I'm listening to these songs and they're like, go fucking follow your dreams. Fuck that predetermined path and all of the people who tell you you need to do that just because it's the safe thing. Go, what is your dream? You're telling me you don't have dreams? You're a liar. But if you've watched my update videos, I followed my dream and it didn't work. But it's fine. This song is not personal. But I love it. I love the message. I love the lyrics. I love the melody. This is a very, very good song. I cannot believe that they followed up No More Dream with We Are Bulletproof Part 2, because We Are Bulletproof Part 2 is truly not giving what it needs to be giving for their debut. No More Dream, very, very good. Very good. No More Dream is very good. Now an interlude. Oh. That was a cute interlude. I usually am not a fan of interludes because I don't think that they serve a purpose. But the interlude on Dark and Wild served a perfect purpose. So maybe I need to hear the next few songs to understand the purpose of the interlude. Otherwise I'm like, what was the point of that little instrumental section? But I appreciate an interlude within itself and not just an interlude in the middle of a song, because I can just skip the interlude now. If it was like at the beginning or at the end of a song, especially if it's at the beginning or in the middle of a song, I can't skip that because I need to hear the full song. But if that ends up being just like a pointless interlude, at least it's its own song, so I can skip it. So I'll give it props for that. Anyways, I like it. The song, not the interlude. We don't have opinions on the interlude yet. Oh my god, is it this song? I fucking love this song. Oh my god, the wanna be new, me love. I love this song. Wanna be full, wanna be cool. I'm sorry, I got so distracted by the fact that I love this song. I never knew the title of this song. I need to go back and actually read the lyrics. Ugh. You already know what I'm gonna say. That was so fucking good. First of all, I already loved this song. I already loved this song. Every time that they performed it, I've been obsessed with it. This song is so fucking good. But listening to the lyrics, absolutely amazing, absolutely iconic, absolutely fantastic. And again, the interlude did in fact have a purpose. I need to stop doubting Big Hit. because they know what the fuck they're doing. The interlude splits the album up thematically. Obviously, the first few songs are about them being young and rebellious, and now it's about love. And you need the interlude to separate those themes. Their mind, absolutely, it's on the next level. I love this. But also, this song is so good. The lyrics, absolutely incredible. It's like, songs like this where they sound so desperate. I love it because I live for that petty romance song bullshit. I've talked about it many times. I love petty music. I love vindictive music. I love dramatic love songs. But I feel like this and what I've heard from Dark and Wild, there's a lot of songs about being like not over an ex. And first of all, that poor woman, to think that she had the opportunity to be with a member of BTS and she blew it. I don't know how I could live with myself. First of all, just knowing that you did that, but also the fact that they are one of the most rich and famous people in the world, but then also on their birthdays, as it is today, Jimin's birthday, you can't go anywhere in Korea without seeing their face. That would suck. Just on so many levels, that would suck. But I also just love imagining the side of them because obviously they're BTS. They're rich, they're hot, they're famous, they're successful. Like, they have the ability to have the most massive ego, and they show it in some songs. But then there's songs like this where you're like, oh, you're able to, like, it humbles them. Of them being like, yes, we are just pining after just some girl. Every time I see her on my Insta feed, I get pissed. And they just feel like normal guys. And I love that. I love that. But I'm also just, like, obsessed with this song, because the lyrics, incredible. I feel like there are a lot of songs from like the female perspective of being like, I broke up with you and now I'm better without you, look at me. And now it's sort of like the reverse of him being like, yeah, yeah, we're over, and damn, you still look good. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Also just like the vocals, the melody, so good. And for their debut, their actual legitimate debut album, Big Hit knew what they were doing. There was no way that they could have flopped with this. Is that it? Are we now at the outro? Oh, we are at the outro. That's why. Okay, outro. Is it the cipher? Circle Room cipher? Very exciting. Yes, the interlude obviously is there to split the themes of the album. I need to stop doubting Big Hit. They know what they're doing. Oh, I haven't heard all the ciphers, or I haven't consciously heard all the ciphers, but I think I can say that the Circle Room cipher is my favorite. You know I love a skit. You know I love a skit because it's like a little glimpse into their lives at that moment, and it's so sweet. I love it. I love a skit. But this one just hits a little different. This one, just like the other skit, just hits a little different because it's literally just them freestyling. It's just like Yoongi made a sick beat and he was like, everybody gets on this freestyle, and it's just, I could cry. Just imagining them in like the early debut days just wanting so badly more than anything to make it, and they worked just so hard to get where they are. And they started here at such humble beginnings of just being like, everybody, I know that there's only 3 rappers technically, but everybody better fucking spit some bars on this track. And they all did it. They all did, because they do have hip-hop roots. Somehow. And it's just so cute to hear everybody's little verse. JK's was really good. I love them. I just love them. And that is, I think, all of the official album. There are 2 bonus tracks, though, on the physical version that we will listen to. We're going to listen to another skit. Fucking so exciting. On the start line, I love a skit. Ugh. That was so sweet. I think the reason that I love BTS so much is because they truly are the underdogs. They truly came from nothing. Like, so many artists you love them, and then you come to find out that their like parent is like a billionaire producer, and it's the nepotism that got them to where they are. But BTS truly came from fucking nothing. They came from nothing. Like, I guess, yeah, Jin was rich, but his rich family is not what made them famous. Like, they worked so hard. They put in so much time and effort and so many struggles and trials and tribulations, and they were at like the breaking point so many times, but they pushed through, and now they're truly at the top of the world. He says literally here, what he said that he thought that like when I debut, I will become the top of the music industry, and like he literally is. He literally is, and I'm just because so many people just like don't make it. So many people have, nobody really has reached the level of BTS. But I don't even think BTS could have imagined reaching this level because nobody's done it before. I'm just truly so proud of them. And I just want nothing but the utmost success for my boys. This was I love Skits. It was just so sweet, and the music, the piano behind it, truly makes it sound like something out of like a slice of life anime, and I love it. I love it. I'm so incredibly proud of him. Path. Oh, that song was so sweet. I did have a wee bit of a cry. That song was just so sweet. Anytime they talk about how much this band means to them, I will just start bawling. But once again, we're coming back to that theme of they're not just one, they are 7. BTS is 7. So when Jin has to go to the military, what does that mean? Not to keep beating this dead horse, but the horse isn't dead yet. Nobody's gonna tell us the status of the horse, and I would like to know, because they literally can't make all of these songs being like BTS. We are 7 members. Period. It doesn't work if all 7 of us aren't here. You cannot disrespect one of us because you disrespect all of us. We are 7. Period. And then just have a couple members go off to the military for them to still tour. Because I don't want that to happen, because it can't happen. It would literally go against everything that they're about. They're literally like, we are 7. So they can't just keep going on if some people are in the military, because then they wouldn't be 7, and it wouldn't make any sense. Anyways, I really like this song. This song was really cute. Again, vocal line always stunning. Beautiful vocals. Did V not have a part in this? Did I completely miss V's part in this? Because I didn't hear him. I didn't hear a section for him. But you know, as the hidden member, maybe this song was just written and recorded before V. Who knows? But I love the verses. I love the lyrics. I love the melody. Just another great song by BTS. I really want, though, maybe there is already a song that I don't know about, because that is the whole point of the series, is to truly get into their music. But I want a song about their trainee days, because from what it sounds like hell. It sounds like absolute hell. It sounds so stressful, and it sounds like there's a lot of trauma there. I'm not saying that they have to exploit their trauma for content, but I would love if they were to do that, because I just feel like there's so many feelings about being a trainee and about the stress of all that they could just write a whole album about that. I think it'd be great. But this album is very good. I do not think it's good as Dark and Wild, because if you've seen my Dark and Wild video, Dark and Wild is a very, very strong album. Truly, you know, Dark and Wild is so good. This, though, for a debut, is very strong. Ironically, though, I feel like We Are Bulletproof Part 2 is their weakest song on this album. But it's like one of the leading singles. It's not that good, though. I love it, obviously. But when you get into the lyrics, you see the music video, it's not as good as some of these other songs. Maybe I'm just biased because there's a lot of skits in this album, and I love those. But I feel like these songs are good. No More Dream, very good. Path, very good. What was that other song? I Like It? Where is the music video for that? I Like It is so good. I Like It is so good. I Like It should have been a fucking single, because one, No More Dream and We Are Bulletproof Part 2 sound very similar. They have very similar energies, very similar vibes, very similar themes. But I Like It is so different from No More Dream. And it shows versatility and range that those two should have been the leading singles. I Like It is so good. But this album is in general very short. But it's good. From what it gives, it's good. I can't say it's bad because it's not bad. I feel like it's good. They utilize the interlude properly and perfectly. I Like It is by far my favorite song, but also the skits, the Circle Room Cypher. Circle Room Cypher fucked me up, man. Very good songs. Very good album. Very good debut, honestly. It is clear from this that they, like, if this was all that I heard from them, especially back in like 2013 when they debuted, it's so clear that the potential is all there. That they have the knowledge of what it takes to be successful and the willingness and the drive to like see it through. And that's why they're the biggest band in the world. And that's why they deserve their fucking Grammy. Really did like this album. It's fun. It's cute. It's their debut. You have to love it. Dark and Wild though. Dark and Wild was very good. But what is their next album? Let's preview that really quick. Oh, Are You Late Too? Oh, very exciting. What tracks are on here? Which tracks right now? No. Oh. Attack on Bangtan! Bangtan! Yeah, I love that song. But their next album, Oh, Are You Late Too? I know that I will love because I love all of their music, but we will make a full proper video on it, getting into it eventually. I'll probably film it in the coming days. It will come out in a month or so. But let me know what you think. What do you think of their debut? Do you like We Are Bulletproof Part 2? Is it the nostalgia or do you actually think it's good? What's your favorite song on the album? How do you feel about their debut? I love hearing what people think about their debut because their debut is like truly miles different from where they are now. And obviously they are like better because they got better with time, as hopefully all artists do, but also just sort of like thematically they have grown and their music has grown with it. And it's just so interesting to like look back and see like their origins and where they started. But like, let me know what you think. And I will see you in the next video with their next album, Oh, Are You Late Too?